Guys, I'm just kidding. I don't always do this. I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? It's Courtney, and I am back with another video. Before I get started, I want to make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Make sure you share it with a friend. I'm a little nervous to make this video, I'm honest, because as you can tell by the title, it's talking about how I study the Bible. I want to go ahead and put this out there. It's no right or wrong way, unless you're just like taking scripture out of context, but I do want to let you guys know how I do it in case you do want to do it. Disclaimer, like I said, there's no grand way. You don't have to do it this way. My dad taught me like a good way to start off if you don't know where to start off with reading your Bible is starting off in the Gospels. My dad taught me that, so that's where I started, and I'm glad I did. I would recommend that you start off in the Gospels. How I start off is most of the time I pray, because I'm gonna be honest, I get super frustrated when I don't get things the first time. I don't know. Sometimes I'm reading scripture and I get frustrated. So I already know now in my routine that I need to pray before I start reading, and I just say, God, anything that I don't understand, God, give me a revelation of what you mean and help me to put it in the right context. Don't let me get my own little context out of it and that's not what you meant. So I pray that it sounds crazy, but sometimes I can start thinking, I'm like, that ain't what he said. When I go back and really read it, I'm able to receive and understand everything that I read. I pray for clarity. I pray for understanding. That's just what I do. I start off with a prayer. The next thing I do is I make sure I have at least 2 journals with me, because most of the time I journal scriptures and then I journal prayers. So this is my Bible where I journal prayers. I mean, not my Bible. This is my journal where I journal prayers, and this is my journal where I journal scriptures. So me journaling scriptures is when I come across a scripture and I'm just like, what does that mean? Or a scripture that I have not ever read and it's interesting and it applies to my life. I journal it, I write it down, and I study it a little bit more. You don't have to do that. It's just something that I do in my routine that helps me. Another disclaimer, I want to be completely honest and transparent. I don't always do this routine. Sometimes I'm too distracted with life. That's my own fault. Sometimes I have so much going on and I shouldn't let that interfere with scripture. But sometimes I read a few verses. If I can't get to doing this whole routine, I read a few verses. So in this journal, I pray things that have convicted me and things that I don't necessarily, things that I do that don't necessarily line up with scripture. I pray about it. Prayers are not only revolved around like the scriptures I read. I have literally personal prayers that I pray to God, like about me and his relationship, things that are going on in my life, and just thanking God. There are prayers where I thank God. There are prayers where I vent. There are prayers where I'm frustrated. There are multiple prayers. So it's not just like what I read in scripture. I also have another journal where I actually just started doing this, where like there's words I don't know, or any kind of words, I write them down and I study what they mean, or I write the words down and I write down the definition. So getting into the actual Bible. This is actually my favorite Bible. It is a parallel Bible. So on one side there's the King James version, and then on the other side there's the NLT version. Most of the time I read the NLT version, because King James version I just be like, what? But I still read it to make sure everything, lines up. I don't know, I just make sure. So I read both. I also have a Bible called the Inspired Bible, and it's a Bible for creatives. And I think everybody has that little green Bible. That's another Bible I have with the New Testament. Everybody has that. I don't really read that one. That's just there. I have my Inspired Bible. That's another Bible that I love. I bought it off Amazon. You can go and get it. Basically, it's a Bible for creatives. You can actually color in it, make it look really cute. You can write down what you've learned on the side, because it has like little journal lines. Okay, guys, so I was able to get home so I could pull out my Inspire Bible for you guys. This is my Inspire Bible. It's basically, like the title says, a Bible for creative journaling. And it's the NLT version. This is one of the first ones I bought on my own. They have hardcover copies as well. So this little bedazzled stuff, I did that myself. So I'm going to show you both Bibles. This one right here is the one that I showed you guys, where I do the sticky notes. I really highlight the main parts that really stick out to me. This is what I do. It's just like a Bible for journaling. Like, it's fun. It keeps you interested. It's not a distraction for me. That helps me to draw attention to this page when I feel like I'm not trusting God, or I'm leaning on my own understanding, literally. So that's why I choose the color in there. I don't color every page. I've actually heard a debate if people should highlight in their Bible. Like, do people highlight or do they pencil in things? I do both. Now, I don't drip the whole paper in yellow. I literally only highlight the necessities and then I write them down. I don't highlight. I'm not like well, in my Inspired Bible, you will probably find a lot of highlighting. And that's because I found a whole lot of scriptures that I did not know and I was interested in. So it's not like I'm just out here highlighting everything. No, there were scriptures where I just needed to highlight because it was important. Another thing I do, I love notation. I love noting. Like, I love writing stuff down. I'll go in and write down, I'll take sticky notes and write down things that catch my attention. Or if I'm listening to a sermon, I'll take those sticky notes where people reference different scriptures in their sermon. I'll take sticky notes so I won't highlight as much, place them in the Bible where that sermon was, and basically that's what I do. But yeah, guys, I keep it simple, I keep it interesting, I keep it fun for me. There probably is a better way that I could study, but right now this is what works for me. There are other things that I do while reading the Bible, but I'll probably do another video on this, like a part 2. But to keep it simple, this is basically my routine. I journal scriptures, journal prayer. I don't know if I did this because I filmed this video like 10 times. But there in this Bible, this is another reason why I love this Bible. And I'm pretty sure it's in a bunch of other Bibles, but in the one that I have, they have a Bible verse finder in here. So anything that you're going through in life, whether you're struggling with your singleness, if you're struggling with sexual temptation, sickness, sorrow, spiritual gifts, stress, you want to learn more about stuff like that, your soul, responsibility, salvation, like even down to self-esteem. This Bible has a Bible verse finder where you can literally look at this word and it'll give you the page, it'll give you the scripture. I don't know if other Bibles have done that because I've never actually looked. I've only looked in this Bible. But yeah, when I'm struggling with not understanding, I'll go to the scripture that the Bible verse finder puts in there. So that's actually another way that I study. When I don't know what to read, when I go in literally not knowing what to read, I go to my Bible verse finder and I find something that is probably struggling with that day or something I'm just interested in knowing more of. More than likely that word is in the Bible and I use the Bible verse finder and I go read the scriptures. And they give you like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a couple of them that you can go in and read. And that's another way that I study. So guys, I wish that there was this other thing. Like, sometimes I do read other books too, but this is just like my basic study plan. So guys, I forgot to end off the video yesterday. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I hope and pray that I was able to help someone. See you in the next one. Bye.